Hello, what you need?
Yeah, I'd like to order a egg sandwich.
Hey, he's getting away! Delivery.
Ah, finally, thanks, man. Hey, this isn't what I ordered.
Lights, camera, action! Welcome to Movie Makers, another podcast from Reckless Media Productions. I am your host, Brandon Horvath, and with me is Ryan Stokely and Brandon Falinger.
Why do I feel like he nearly forgot our names?
No, I was just going, who shall say first this time?
I'm pretty sure he nearly forgot our names.
Yeah,
Oh.
you almost stuck the landing.
Yeah, he was about to
I
touch.
tripped.
Yeah, and then he tripped. Face first, into the sand.
Just like in Quap.
Oh man, I haven't played co-op in a while.
Ugh.
Yeah, Quap is pretty good.
It is.
I wonder if anybody did a Quap speedrun.
Didn't they come out with a new game recently by the same guy, but has the same idea behind it?
Yeah,
Speaking of games, so I hear Activision Blizzard's not doing so good. People are
yeah.
dropping left and right.
That's because they keep doing terrible things.
That's what it seems like. Nobody's happy with the way that company's being run, and they're just jumping ship.
What's crazy is that like Activision's been partnered with them since 2008,
Yeah.
and only recently that this has been happening.
Yeah, like Blizzard used to be fine on their own, and then all of a sudden, apparently, from what I understand, this could be wrong, but what I understand, somebody got put into a new position and started trying to like take the bull by the horn, so to speak, and is steering it in the complete wrong direction.
Yeah,
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, so you've got like CFOs and shit dropping ship and jumping to other companies. Them trying to pay their developers like a year's salary to leave the company. So it ain't looking pretty. Also, that Fallout 76 debacle just keeps getting worse.
yep.
Would you like some cool, smooth Nuka Dark, Orion?
Yeah, didn't it come in like a shitty plastic thing?
It was an actual bottle of some random brand of rum that was put into a plastic sheath that can't even pour the rum. It just dribbles everywhere.
Why?
I thought it was actual like.
Yeah, that's what everybody thought. Everybody thought it was actual glass.
Well, I
And
thought
then,
it was cola.
no, they did make it
that's
clear
weird.
that it was alcoholic, that it was going to be rum. However, they're also charging $80 for what is essentially just a generic brand of rum and a plastic sheath. And everybody expected it to be a collector's edition glass bottle or something.
And it's just a plastic piece of garbage.
It's just the canvas bag all over again.
Dude.
Except this time they didn't label it glass. They didn't label it at all.
Ugh.
So bad, but we should probably move on.
Yeah.
This will be for the side gaming podcast that Orion and I do without Brandon involved. That may or may not ever happen.
Oh. Maybe you could do. Well, depends on when Orion is free, but maybe you could do some stuff on Steam. Not Steam. Twitch, as I'm out in February.
It's true. We will just do stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. Try.
Maybe.
As I try to jam like Nintendo 64 cartridges down Ryan's throat. Play the game, damn it!
Oh, dude, I'd be down for that. Anything for nostalgia's sake. We will play like WWF No Mercy.
Oh, but come on, what about Banjo-Tooie?
That was okay.
No one's saying that
You
game
know-
is bad at all.
How about Superman 64?
There you go.
I heard that's
I
one
heard
of the
the
top rated.
beta was better.
There was a beta. in the
Yeah, why would
N64.
there even be a beta? That's terrible.
I just heard
They-
rumors there was a beta, and it was a better functioning game.
I don't understand how they'd send out a beta back in at that point to anyone. Because I don't think the N64 had internet capabilities. And
No,
even
no.
then, if they didn't, they'd have to mail out a beta to people to test it.
Maybe it was found in an office or something.
Maybe? Because like at that point the internet wasn't strong enough, not strong enough, like it wasn't integrated enough is probably what I should say for consoles to get a grip on it, right? I think it was the PS1 that was the first one that actually had that integration, and that came out like what, late 90s, I think?
96, I think.
Was it that early?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the PS2 did, but I'm not sure about the PS1. But yeah, like there was no way to get like DLC for that. I don't think. Like I know, I want to say it was the Famicom, back in, but only in Japan, where they released that exclusive item where they could like get an internet connection.
Super Famicom.
Yeah.
Super Famicom, that was
Like
it.
they had. Yeah, I know Sega had their own online thing,
hmm
and then
But I don't know if they gave out betas at that point. Like I know they gave out like
Nah.
random ass finished games that were like small, not big. Because again, like your data download size is fucking small back then.
mhm.
So, the words.
Oh right,
Yes.
we have a thing to do, don't we?
Yes, I know haven't had an episode of Brandon's Discuss Anime for a while, and we need to get our bantering fluids out. So, yes, we'll maybe do that from time to time.
We can't just keep talking about Fate Go.
Oh my god, Fate Go, please don't get me started!
Why don't we
Look,
just talk?
I've transferred the addiction. I'm not the only one now. It's fine.
Why don't we just talk for an hour?
Yeah, right.
We can do that, so on a different thing.
We just have a banter cast.
Yeah, we just do that for this episode.
There were words? I didn't know
As
there
I'm
were
playing
words.
Quap, listening. As soon as you said Quap, I'm like, I haven't played that in a while. I'm at 8 meters, so I'm doing good.
Okay, the words are...
Go on.
QWOP? Is that what I heard?
Oh, am I gonna? Oh,
The words are Quab, Curdy. Okay, the words are seed, most, nutritious, juggle.
juggle again.
Wait, again, something that kind of sounds like a sentence by itself. Okay, seed, most, nutritious, juggle, spotty, crayon, stink, ragged, order, and dinner.
Fuck.
Sending the words now.
See here, what is it? Cran. Jesus. Huh. You know, I'm so disappointed that the word grand isn't in there.
So how many words are we using?
Oh god, hold on, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, we get a mouthful. We got 4 this time.
Uh,
Again, I wish Grand was in here just so we could make it about Grand Order.
oh.
All right, let's see here.
Ordering the most nutritious seed.
That sounds like
I was going to say, what about the most ragged dinner? Most ragged dinner order.
Maybe.
And sorry, this is just me like spitting random shit out, but like, it's the story of this dinner order that is like getting lost and trying to get to like its destination so that somebody can like not starve to death.
Will
An
there be
Uber Eats.
Yakuza involved?
I hadn't decided on a setting, but there could be.
So,
Hong Kong.
yeah, since I'm kind of delayed in putting these out, that should be continuing by the time this comes out, if not already. But will it be about like this kitchen gets attacked by something, all the food gets stolen, and the waiter needs to go after the criminals, Jackie Chan style, to get the order back. And this movie will be in real time.
That wasn't what I was thinking, right? Here's what I was thinking. What we're following in this whole situation is the literal order, right? This would obviously take place where, how do I want to put this? Where you would not have like telephones, so you couldn't just call the restaurant. I was thinking more along the lines of where you would actually like write down an order, give it to like, you know, a delivery boy, and he'd deliver the order and then bring back the food. Ideally, that would be the way it works, right? However, in this case, we follow the order itself, like the slip, and its journey to get to its destination as it goes between random happenstance to random happenstance to random happenstance. For instance, the delivery boy getting mugged, losing the order, it getting tossed into the wind, and somebody finding it, doing whatever they have to do with it, and or, you know, having some random bad circumstance happen to them, or something that just prevents them from doing it.
Will the order talk?
No.
Okay, so this isn't a Disney-esque, yay, I'm finally going home!
No, that'd be stupid. That'd be real dumb.
To the restaurant I will go!
Christ, we would need a fucking song number in that too, wouldn't we? That'd be awful. That would be a bomb for Disney. It would be bad. Like, don't get me wrong, The Brave Little Toaster is great and all, but that movie's centered around living objects. Like, and you've got a plethora of different characters. In this case, you wouldn't.
Well,
At least central characters is what I should say.
yeah, but not saying that if this was non-realistic with a talking order, hey, they had like 29 Land Before Time movies. Granted, I may be overshooting that by at least 14, but they had songs about everything.
Yes, but they were also like living creatures.
Yes.
You also had like different characters. In this case, it would really be just like the slip of paper.
Good point. Will this star Kenan Thompson? I could easily see him in a movie like this.
I mean, if we're setting it back before like phone time periods, I would say like he'd have to be one of two things, right? He'd either have to be the delivery boy that gets mugged in the beginning, or he'd have to be one of the muggers. Because if this is going to be like either America or England, either one's not going to be a good position for a man of his color.
Oh, okay. So this will be more of a period piece.
Kind of, yeah. It
Okay.
couldn't be set in like a time when we have phones. That would be the problem. You would have to set it back around like maybe the telegraph.
Yeah, but did they have delivery food back then?
I would say no, but I could be wrong. Obviously, you could hire someone to go out and get something for you. I mean, just look back at like A Christmas Carol with Ebenezer Scrooge, and he sends out the guy to go get like the Christmas turkey or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. But Ebenezer Scrooge was rich. So will guy
Guy doesn't have to be rich; just has to have enough to pay for the food
and pay for the delivery.
and pay for the delivery, which isn't all that expensive.
It's not
Especially
delivery.
back then.
It's DiGiorno.
Maybe that's the name of the little boy who's doing it, the little Italian boy.
DiGiorno.
Maybe that's his last name, Tony DiGiorno.
DiGiorno Mario.
Oh, Christ. No. It's Luigi DiGiorno. Sake.
Yeah, Luigi DiGiorno.
And DiGiorno Mario.
The Mario Brothers.
Oh, Christ. No, the DiGiorno brothers, clearly.
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
So fucking stupid.
They did not.
I think that actually came from the Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, it did. It's still stupid.
They were father and son in that movie?
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were. They were
Are you
father and son.
serious?
Yes.
Man, it's been a while since I saw that movie.
It's dumb.
Wow, they fucked up, huh?
I mean, did you not see the designs of the fucking Goombas?
Yeah, I could look past that and Big Bertha
How do you look past that?
because I was a kid when I saw it.
I can't look
And I
past
just
that. It
laughed.
looks so bad.
So just
Different
bring the
time.
title up for us to keep remembering because this is... And I spelled the wrong.
Yes, you did. That is a J, not an H.
Great.
You did it again. Congratulations. Let's see a third time. The
Third time's the charm, you know.
You
But-
want me to do the whole thing again?
yeah, I can't understand it. It's one letter.
Oh,
So it doesn't matter. Dude.
most ragged dinner order.
You just put the again.
I put the whole title, dude.
Oh, there it goes. No, put the again, and then now it popped up.
Okay.
But
Just Josh.
yeah. Like obviously the order itself starts getting raggedy and more like disheveled as it goes along with the story, right?
Yes.
Like obviously I'm not sure if this will be England or if this will be America.
I feel like this should take place in New York.
We could totally do that. And if we make it like the phone wasn't around in the 1920s, was it?
Why
Yeah,
can't
the
it-
phone was invented in the 1880s or 90s.
Okay, but was it popular enough in the 1920s? That's the other question I want to ask.
Maybe.
Because I believe at the time when it was first invented, there were only like 4 in existence at that point. But the idea would be like, hold on a minute, let me look this up, because if this is going to be a period piece, I got to make sure I've got my dates right. This is just another great one from my freaking Google search history. When was the New York Mafia founded? Or started, that works too. Mostly in the 1920s. Okay, so I wouldn't be able to really use that unless we like decide with like a startup version of it at that point. Like maybe the very first like roots of it.
Well, maybe this business has a
Ooh.
phone?
Ooh, you know what? You know what? We could make this a 1920s thing because they wouldn't want to use like phones for this stuff if they were doing like illicit alcohol trades.
Oh,
How
okay.
and obviously you would call it a dinner order as not to be suspect.
So this is actually an alcohol order.
Yes.
Oh. Hmm.
And obviously we still go along with the same idea of like the troubles and tribulations of this like alcohol order getting to its destination.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of hoping an egg sandwich had just a bad time. But okay. Like,
An egg sandwich, just why an egg sandwich?
I don't know, man. Have you ever seen an egg sandwich after like not getting it to its destination after 10 hours? Me neither. I'd like to see what happens. Go wild with it.
I mean, obviously we need to have like a car chase at some point if we make this into a 1920s piece. Where
A shitty car chase.
yeah, it's a shitty car chase where the mob is running away and trying to keep them from getting the alcohol. We need to have an amazing speakeasy that just hides the fact that it's an actual fucking bar.
Oh, good day, officer.
Even
Would-
better. They hide the bar and it turns into like an actual like restaurant, which is why it's called a dinner order.
Oh,
Like their cover is that it's a freaking restaurant.
good evening, officer. Would you like a delicious egg sandwich?
It's only been sitting out
That's
for the
the
last
code
10
word.
hours. All right. So what we have is a speakeasy that disguises itself as a restaurant. Anyone who orders alcohol is in fact putting in a dinner order, and the mob is the go-between for these two. They're the protection for the speakeasy as well as the deliverers of any orders that are put in.
But do they sell any food to keep up the cover?
Yes, of course they have to. Like
You
if the cops come in, they're like, "We'd like to taste your food," and it turns out they're still actually pretty good chefs.
Oh, so you can actually order food from this place.
Yes,
Okay.
that would be the idea. It's mostly a speakeasy, you know, but if you want food, they can still do food.
Okay.
I mean, come on, you want a little food with your alcohol, right?
Yes, yes.
But yes, the whole time it's just they pull a Fonzie, they just like bang on the wall, and all of a sudden everything just shifts over to a diner. Like they got like the flip down, they have like the false wall where like the bar spins behind it, and instead you've got a bunch of chefs cooking that comes around the other side.
Ratatouille.
This chicken is still raw! Cook it longer!
It's just Gordon Ramsay.
Yes, that's what I was getting at.
What are you doing? It's still raw.
It's rotten!
It is rotten. I can't. I kind of want to shove him in there just for the joke, but I don't because they probably shouldn't be in there
No, but
for like that tone of a movie.
Will Gordon Ramsay just be like not heavy Gordon Ramsay, like, you want to keep up this facade, cook better. And then just have him be like the head chef there or something like that.
I like a different idea.
Okay.
Mario
What if
Batali.
he's not the head chef? What if he's the one getting yelled at?
Yes!
Turn it on its head.
Yes, that would be glorious.
Where like here's how you set it up too. The cops are like wanting to inspect the place because they're suspicious. And so it's like, look, we'll give you a tour of our kitchen, and you just get Gordon Ramsay getting yelled at by the upper chef. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. You and your British people need to, like, not get out of the country, but like, what am I trying to say? It's like, you and your British people just don't know what cooking is. Like, what is it? Get your,
Ask Mars.
No. Shit. What's that like spread that's really salty? Marmite. Get your Marmite and shit out of my kitchen.
Marmite is Australian.
Yes, but it's also in. Look, there's other ones. We could pick on another one that's strictly British.
Wait,
Doesn't matter.
no, that's Vegemite that I'm thinking of. Isn't Marmite a sweet?
No, Marmite is salty as fuck.
I have no.
Thinking of Vegemite.
Made of yeast extract. It's
Marmite.
Marmite. Similar products
Marmite.
include Vegemite.
Oh,
So it is a salty thing. Made of yeast extract.
okay. Okay.
Oh my god, there's Marmite with potato chips.
Why?
It looks like it's the Lay's symbol, but I guess it's like their British version, which is called
Walkers. Yeah.
Yeah, Walker's Marmite chips. The fuck?
Huh.
I mean, for potato chips, it makes sense because it's salt on salt at that point. Walker's Marmite chips. I'm back. Vote to bring back one more flavor. Oh my god.
Mm.
You could win 10,000 pounds.
Of what?
Wait. Yeah, hilarious. Fine, 10,000 quid, 100,000 quid. Happy?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Look, we're getting distracted, but apparently there's something called Twiglets.
That sounds good. What about Turkish delights?
Oh my god, Turkish delights. No. I need to stop thinking about Turkish delights. I can't eat those. Kill me.
I've never had them, but ever since Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe.
Oh my god. Yes. Anyway, that's how am I gonna say this? Yeah. Anyway, it's like point is just for this fucking cameo. All right, we're gonna work it in so that we can yell at Gordon Ramsay for a change.
Okay, what will this dinner order go through?
Well, obviously he sends it off with like a delivery boy because that's the least suspicious. Probably a delivery boy that might work for the restaurant itself. You know, he makes rounds, he gathers up orders, and he delivers those to the people or to the restaurant, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and say that he doesn't get beaten up, but that this one slips away from him.
Like a gust of wind comes along?
Something like that, or it just slips out because he's got so many that he's taking this time around.
Okay.
So it slips away from him. Somebody else picks it up, and obviously there would probably be an address on it or something. Because you know the boy would probably forget where he works. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Or even better, it would be like a cop that finds it.
Oh.
And that's what leads to the suspicion of the restaurant. But the cop would also lose it at some point before he gets there. Just trying to think like how this would end up like playing out.
Another gust of wind comes along.
No. He shoves it in his pocket and it slips out because there's a hole in his jacket.
Okay.
Or like that happens like as he's on the way to the station to like report that in.
I have you right here. Go.
Yeah, where'd it go?
It was in my pocket.
I'm trying to think too.
Jackson, I've been telling you to sew up that pocket for months now, man.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I don't know. There's like a street urchin that then finds it or whatever, and he's like trying to sell it off for money and pickpocketing along the way. Or no, better yet, he gets it by pickpocketing. He pickpockets the cop and he gets that,
Okay.
as well as like his wallet.
Through the hole in his pocket?
No. He's doing regular pickpocketing.
Okay.
He gets the slip as well as the wallet, and you know he's like, ooh, interesting, you know, and obviously it would probably have like something on there to indicate where it would go, and like from there it's just this kid has this has the ticket on him and he's trying to figure out where he's going with that. He's like, I could take it over there and see what I do with it, or you know, I can just get rid of it because it's a piece of junk and it's not money, or he could try to sell it off. Don't know how he would do that off the top of my head, but he could. The other question would be, can he read too? Because if he's a street urchin, does he know how to read? He could take it to someone who actually knows how to read that he knows about.
And then it will transfer to said reader.
You know, potentially like a kind old librarian or something, who takes it and sometimes like, oh no, it would be like he's also a fence, right? So he'll like buy off stolen goods that he's got through pickpocketing, or sell him stuff that way. Like, because maybe the kid wants to learn like how to read, he wants to be better, but because of his situation he can't be.
Okay.
So he's doing what he can to learn, and the old librarian is just like, yeah, you know what, sure, I'll teach you, you know, got to be kind, God's watching, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually it would probably make its way into like the hands of somebody who probably visits that place, and maybe that is, you know, the librarian who visits the restaurant, and he recognizes what it is and takes it there. But in the meantime, the cops are all like suspicious and shit, and it's like, you said you had proof. It's like, but it's missing now, along with my wallet. Some dirty pickpocket took it. Like, all right, look, Johnson, we trust you. All right, we'll take a look into this, but we're not going to send like a whole army down. We're just going to send like a handful of people, like maybe 3, with you to take a look. It's like, all right, fine, chief. That's the best I could ask for, you know. And they like go down there, and by this point, the librarian or whoever it is at this point has already delivered like the message and is getting his own like alcohol and meal there, maybe. And like as he hands it over, you can see that it's been like the slip has been like through hell, like it's dirty, it's, you know, kind of crumpled and torn a bit. You know, and it's like finally made its way to the place, only to then have like the cops not break in, but like start like asking the guy outside about it. They get the message like, oh shit, cops are here, quick, we got to change over. And you just get the whole situation where the room changes from a bar to a full blown to like a regular restaurant. And obviously then we get like the whole, we want to inspect your kitchen, and we get Gordon Ramsay's little cameo in there. They like even get like free meals for the officers for doing their jobs, you know, well, and all that shit.
How would officers prefer some pastry?
Pastry.
What kind of pastry? This new thing we're working on called a donut. I don't really like the name. I like donuts. I like dough circles better. Starts the whole donuts and coffee shit. Like, obviously it's a period piece, but it doesn't have to be like 100% accurate with details like that.
Yeah, because donuts were invented around 1847.
Oh well, there you go. We could just have regular donuts then, if it's that much of a difference. That's like that's 80 years at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, like literally, they could just be like, "We have some pastries here, officers. How would you like the donuts?"
Donuts.
Donuts, you say? We have them sprinkled with the
Oh.
finest of jimmies.
Hey, Jimmy, get over here and start sprinkling.
All right.
Turns out that's actually Gordon's name, and he just has to like take the sprinkles and just like the most demeaning of tasks. Think we can trust you with that, Jimmy? This
But will the order be wrong at all, since the order was so ragged?
probably
Well,
the ink might have been smeared. You know, it might be wrong. I have like we haven't gotten that far yet. It could
That
be.
would be great. That's the twist that the order's wrong at the end.
This isn't what I ordered at all! Oh!
Yeah, that's the after credit sequence that the order's just completely wrong. Like the end of the movie is that the delivery finally gets to them, like through the mafia and shit, and like the end credit sequence is, all right, time to finally have my alcohol. The shit is this? This isn't the beer I ordered. This is a fine wine.
It's just an egg sandwich.
It's just an egg. I ordered egg wine. This is an egg sandwich. Oh my god. But yeah, like you have the mafia there that were helping to like cover up the place. They're the ones that got word that the cops were onto it and gave them the word to change things around. The mafia then was like, all right, look, we'll handle the delivery as well as like the rest of the orders they had. It's like you can't trust a delivery boy with this one. And so obviously like they go around passing out what they need to, you know, delivering on the orders, collecting the cash. There's probably like some disputes here and there. Like there's plenty of points where they're like, shit, gotta hide when the cops are around. And like there could probably be a point where there's like a cop walking by and it's like, here is your dinner order, sir. Just really loud and obnoxious.
Why are you being so suspicious?
Turns out it's actually a.
It's my first day on the job, sir! I am nervous! I want to make sure I am doing everything correctly!
Turns out he's got it like all like that exact thing written on his hand so that way he can remember it. And this time it's actual food, it's not any alcohol. Because the cop will like walk in and check on it. It'll be a real tense scene and it's actually food. Probably because he's already passed along the bottles. It's like
They're
1920s
Eastern
Meals on
bottles
Wheels.
of wine.
Oh god. It's like passed along gin and stuff. Like they get to the final order and obviously it's got to be the like the one that's taken the longest to get there, the one that's been like, you know, beaten and battered all the way there. And it's like, all right, last order of the day, boys. We got to deliver this one. They like get there, and obviously we need to have like some clutch point here where the cops are around, like more than just the joke that we just had, but like the cops are around and watching. Like this is a very secure street. It's in a really good part of town where people are always watching and keeping an eye out for things.
So is this where the car chase will happen?
This is probably not where the car chase would happen. The car chase would probably happen just before this.
Okay.
Like they're trying to get there, and probably like as they enter the area, somebody screws up, and the cops notice, and like after them. and they get chased down, and they have to like lose the cops.
Hmm.
And it's like it's the anthill mob trying to like hide.
The Anthill Mob?
You don't remember the anthill mob?
No.
Was it Penelope Piston? I know they were in Wacky Racers. I think they were in
Oh,
Penelope Piston as well.
Yeah.
now I remember the name.
They're literally like tiny mafia men.
Yes, I do remember them
No,
now.
That's what it is. They're like the Seven Dwarves, but little mafia men.
Yes, I do remember them now than seeing them.
But yeah, they're like they're trying to like make sure they get the thing there. They've got to like run from the cops. They have the whole chase down. Probably have to abandon the car at some point. We can make it even better. Like they all bail out, and make it seem like the car had like run into say like a wall and it exploded.
Okay.
And that's how they end up getting away. But at that point, they got to make their way on foot back to the guy's place with the delivery.
Okay.
And I'd probably say from there we do get the delivery. The guy finally gets his thing. Cut to credits. After credit sequence, it's wrong. Turns out it wasn't alcohol at all. He ordered an egg sandwich. I don't want this egg. I didn't want this wine. I wanted an egg sandwich.
Having just the recurring motif of egg sandwich mentioned here and there throughout the movie.
Yeah, like when they're checking out the restaurant, one of the guys in the background is just like, "This is the best egg sandwich I've ever had."
Why, thank you, sir. All our eggs come from a radius of only 5 miles away.
Shut up, Jimmy. Yes, sir. Gotta milk this Gordon Ramsay cameo for all we can.
Yes, we will.
Oh my god. Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent with this one, but did you see that the Muppets actually had like a scene where the Swedish chef had a cook-off with Gordon Ramsay?
No, I did not.
Yes, that exists and it's amazing. You have to look at it after this. Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god.
Yes, like Gordon is not down like against any kind of ridiculous bullshit like this. He'd probably be down for it. But yeah, that there we go. End credit sequence into it's the wrong order. I wanted an egg sandwich, and yes, we're dropping hints every time that the egg sandwich is delicious.
Well, roll credits, and the lights are.
Wait. Hold on. Sorry, one last thing.
Okay.
So you get that remark in the restaurant when the cops are looking around about how good the egg sandwich is, and obviously one of the cops has to be like, "I'd like an egg sandwich," to see how good it actually is, and even he's blown away.
This is the best sandwich I have ever eaten.
What kind of bread is this? Oh, it's a French pastry called a croissant. Shut up, Jimmy. Yes, sir. Like Jimmy just keeps trying to interject and be important. No, shut up.
No, we should make Jimmy some kind of like food snob, and nobody gives a crap about him. Nobody could give two
No.
about his.
No, they care. They care. It's the fact that he just doesn't shut up about it that they get annoyed with. Like it's like he's trying to rub how smart he is in their face.
That would be so good.
It's like, shut up, Jimmy. Everybody here knows what it is. Look, officer. He's right. He just never shuts up about it. Or it's like, I literally just told you this morning, and you're just repeating what I told you.
That would be so good.
Anything you guys want to throw in there? Because I think I kind of took the reins on this one pretty hard.
I
No.
think we covered it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the credits are rolling, the lights are coming on, and the people are coming in to sweep up all the popcorn. Time to exit the theater until next week.
Get the fuck out.
The bouncer's there. You got your food, you got your alcohol, get the fuck out. There's another end sequence where end credit sequence where it's like the bouncer that's been watching the bar. It's like, you got what you needed, now get the hell out. You got other people to serve.
That would be just great. I would definitely go see this movie. And I'm not saying it because we made it, but it just seems so good.
It's so stupid and I love it. I do like the idea of following like an inanimate object through its trials and tribulations like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or in this case, I can't. What would an order be? It's not going to be just a physical thing, like an idea, I guess.
Maybe?
Just it's an idea written down on paper, and then the physical embodiment of that desire. Still, it's an interesting idea. I'd like to see how we could like put it together.
Well,
And how it look.
I guess this ends it before we start rambling again.
No, rambling. It's the best part.
It is the best part.
Ram, ram, ram.
Alright, later.
I
See you guys.